Hello, I'm just going to quickly try to demonstrate how we do primary keys, foreign keys, auto-incrementing stuff in MySQL. It's all in your notes anyway, but you might like a demonstration. So here I am, I'm already in MariaDB in XAMPP, remember MySQL, MySQL root, and I can just type use the name of my database straight away, but if I can't remember what my database is called, maybe I've got loads of them as I do here. I forgot what it's called. I can type show databases, and there we go. Dodgeball is what I'm going to use for this example. So I type use dodgeball. I don't have to do the show database bit. I can go straight to use whatever database I want, and there it is. It's changed. Now I've already deleted my example from my previous video, so I can show you this. Wow, that's annoying sticking up there. Oh well. Okay, so here we are. Now remember, uppercase, not important, just for readability. That's what I did last time. Created a table, it's called teams, and then in brackets, separated by commas, I put each attribute and its data type. Where's varchar? I have to put this. So I didn't set a primary key, and every table should have a primary key. The one we're going to set as a primary key here is team ID. It's very straightforward. What we do is, after the data type, take a space, so before the comma, so we're still dealing with this field here, this attribute, take a space and type primary key. That's it. Easy. Okay. Now this one actually would be worth making auto-incrementing. Yeah, I don't expect you to remember this example from that five or anything, but it's just an auto-incrementing team ID. It's a surrogate key, basically. It's just there to identify each record. It serves no other purpose. So to make it auto-incrementing, I'm going to take another space after primary space key, and I'm going to type auto underscore, increment. And that's it. I think I can get away with putting auto increment before primary key as well. It doesn't matter what order these are in. What is important, it has to be the field name, then the data type, then you can put any other stuff to do with it. Okay, so that's that. So remember I said, type your stuff in Notepad++, save it all there, and then just copy and paste in, and you've got it all there if you need to use it again. So let's just copy that and paste it in here. Control V, there we go, and that should work nicely, I hope. Excellent. And remember, I can type if I want describe. What's it called? Teams. Describe teams. And there we go. My computer is quite slow, but we can see there it's all set up, and now it's saying primary key, and you can see automatically it comes up in the null column. No, that's not allowed to be null. It's not allowed to be empty because it's a primary key, of course. And extra information auto incrementing. Okay, so I'm going to do a second table here. I'm going to link them together. Now here's one I prepared earlier. Does Blue Peter still exist? So, anyway, right, so I'm going to create a second table. One team has many players, so this is going to have information about all the dodgeball players, and the teams will link to the players, or rather the players will link to the teams. So create table players. This is all done in the same way. Here are our fields and their data types. Now again, let's set a primary key. So I'm going to make their National Dodgeball League registration the primary key. So I just type primary key, and that's it. It doesn't need to be auto-incrementing. It can't, because it's a text field. And actually, so primary keys don't have to be auto-incrementing, and auto-incrementing fields don't need to be primary keys, of course. So now the other thing we want to do is link these two tables together with a foreign key. Now there are a few different ways we can do this in SQL. The way we are going with is this. Having declared all our fields, including the one that's going to be the foreign key, so you might be able to see there that team ID is in here. So each player will link to a particular team ID. One team has many players, that's the foreign key. So having declared it, then do another comma, and then we type. So after all the fields are declared, you just type, still inside the brackets, you'll be surprised by this, foreign key. But there's more to it than that. We now tell it which field in here is going to be the foreign key. Which field from this table? It's team ID. Now, I warn you, you need to be able to write this in the exam. Sorry, it's a bit rubbish. I had to look this up and remind myself quickly before I did it. You have to be able to ramble it off in an exam. Okay, so foreign key team ID, not finished yet. Now we type references, and now we put which field it links to in which other table. Now, of course, they don't have to have the same name or anything. This could be called team identifier. It doesn't matter. We're just saying, as long as they're the same data type, we're saying that they link together. They are the link. So now we put the name of the table that it's linking to. So that's the teams table. And then in brackets, you put the name of the field in that table. So as it happens, in this case, they're the same, and they generally will be, but they don't have to be. Okay, so this is the field in this table where we're setting up the foreign key, and this is the primary key in the other table. Okay, so the table it's in and the name of the field there, and that's actually it. We can add more, so if we think it's necessary, we can add, let me get this right, it's on the delete cascade. Good heavens hill. On delete cascade, which basically means if we delete a particular team from the other table, then the delete will be cascaded, so any players linked to that team will also be deleted. Okay, and we can also do on update delete. This isn't a requirement of the course, but it's something you can do, and that's it. So I'm gonna just copy that quickly, paste it into my IDB. Good grief, there we go. And I'm typing sort of one-handed with a microphone nestled in the crook of my arm, and there we go. Oh my word, I mean, don't fail at this point, Hill. Oh, what have I done? I mean, I really can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered typing this again. Have I got the syntax right? Let me just check. Clearly not. What an idiot. I've missed something. Sorry. Brackets right in there. I'm not re-recording this video. I cannot be bothered. Right, let's copy that. Let's paste it in again. That's it. No, I don't want to re-record the video. I really don't. Oh, for God's sake. Because I'm a fool. I got confused. I mean, and I can't type. There we go. That's it. On delete cascade. I knew that. I did know that one. I assure you. Let's try one last time. This is it. This is it. Third time's a charm. Bang. You can tell it's working because my computer's thinking about it. Hooray! And now let's just quickly describe whatever it's called, players. And we'll see it all. And then I can stop the video, and I better put a note saying that I make error. That is how it indicates there's a foreign key. You could probably work that out. Okay, good luck. See you in the next video.